With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Portland Lumberjacks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now Spears to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Levis on third down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
On first and 10, it's Spears. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Levis. That's complete to Palmer. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Levis sets up to throw here. That is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10. Here's Levis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now the common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a give to Spears. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Levis to throw it. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense's past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Boswell's kick is good, and the opening drive of the game yields 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. But you look at this defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
3rd down and 14.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Go ahead. Sit up.
They'll run up the gap with Dobbins. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
A second down throw from Levis. This pass deep for Okakwo. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they'll give him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Portland football here, ready to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A heavy crowd well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Jackson from the shotgun. This is intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Levis now on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he will slide down with the 1st down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. Now he's forced out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Levis out of the shotgun now. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Trenton Simpson, he just flew in there to drop it.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Boswell's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, report. Report. What is it?
Now it's Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Levis back to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
2nd down and a yard.
At the Ravens' 30-yard line.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Palmer. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 9. Levis to throw off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Levis. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Levis looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
Ravens nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Really was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Middle.
Throwing is Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
By Jeffrey Simmons. A loss of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards to pick up there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots. And right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for J.K. Dobbins. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Spears.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one good for 33 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Levis. Connecting here with Pittman on the out route. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Third and 2. Here's Levis.
The 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Hand off to Spears.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Spears again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Now Levis.
This will be caught at about the 5. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Tyjae Spears with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. That's a tale of 2 drives right there, CD. The other guys go for it on 4th and turn the ball over on downs, yet we see the same situation the other way. This time, 4th and goal yields a touchdown run.
And, Brandon, as much basketball as you do, you know oftentimes teams point to the guy who gave the assist on a basket. This offense ought to turn and point to their defense for giving them that opportunity with their 4th down stop. They set this one up for a touchdown. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of bank.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll run with Spears.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right back to Spears.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Third and short. It's Levis. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They come up short here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Jackson on 1st down.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Hey, middle. That's it. We changed it. No, we changed it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Levis sets up to throw here.
That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And now a run with Spears.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Levis back to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's Spears on 2nd down.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Tyjae Spears
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Lumberjacks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
If I could put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
24 yards the gain there, another 1st down as well.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jackson now.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
A great play there with an amazing diving catch.
And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need. There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like,